Howdy folks, it's Ultra here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we're going to fly to the next race on the Formula 1 calendar. Those of you who are not following the channel, we have been following the Formula 1 calendar for 2023. We do IFR flights from location to location, and then once we're there, we do a VFR flight after the race and talk about the circuit, some things I've learned, things like that. So we had Hungary last weekend, and this weekend, the next weekend, 2 in a row this time, which isn't that unusual. We're going to Spa, which in the racing games, like Forza, is my favorite circuit, even though I crash at turn 2, I guess it's called. And but anyway, so we're going to fly to Spa, in Belgium, by the way. It's literally in Spa, Belgium. And this coming weekend after the race, I'm hoping to do a VFR flight, but it's going to be a couple weeks because I've got some family stuff going on and some other stuff going on. So I finally, I was able to squeeze in this flight to Spa. I'm very excited. But the VFR flight following the race will be delayed by a couple weeks, which is fine because after this race is the summer break, which means I get a month off in Formula 1 world. So we're just enjoying Budapest here before we take off for Belgium. Yes, we are in the Cessna Citation Longitude again because it's a 6-hour flight. If I take some turboprops, and it's a 5.5 hour flight if I take the TBM. So I don't have that kind of time. So we're going to take this plane yet again. Of course, I could do the 787 or 747, but I'd have to learn those. They are study level now, just about study level, but I would have to learn those, and I don't really feel like learning those right now. I'm not a huge tube liner fan. A regional jet like this, a business jet, is as jetty as I get. So there you go. We'll take this again. The last landing in this was spectacular, so hopefully I can repeat that performance. The next few races, though, we will be able to take regional turboprops because they're very close, like Netherlands and Italy, I think, are coming up. But then we jump back across the ocean. But anyway, enjoy the moment as we have it. So here we go. Let's see. Parking brake set. Yes, it is. External power on. I already did that. I already did my lights up here. Now we're going to do these lights, though. All the way to arm and flood and panel. Yeah, I just messed with those a little bit. As I was talking, fuel and passengers. Is this still broken? Nope, it's working now. Cool. So let's fill this in quickly here. Oh my gosh, I've got it. Okay, so I have a thing coming up. I actually have an update video coming out. I already recorded it next week maybe, and it'll explain my health and why, partly why this number keeps going up. Anyway, look forward to that update video. It's about the channel. It's about the channel, so you will want to watch that update video. So make sure you're subscribed so you see it when it comes up. Let's bring my wife's best friend. She's an author, and she wants to go to Belgium for a book tour. Let's bring her child. And because of that, let's bring my children, because they're friends with him, kind of. And then let's just bring, that's it. Everything else is empty. I guess we could bring my wife. Why not? And let's bring my wife's best friend. There you go. And let's bring her cat. Let's bring my cat. Why not? And let's bring the bearded dragon. I'm being obnoxious, but whatever. Alright, real fuel is turned on, but we have plenty of fuel. This should take about an hour and 10 minutes, I think. In this airplane, we'll find out. Come down here, get these batteries on. There, whoop, like that, thank you. And then what's after that? Confirm generators, which is they are on ever since the first AA update, aircraft and avionics update. They changed a bunch of these fun things to click on. You don't need to click on them anymore. I mean, you can always turn them off and click on them, but you don't have to. APU start, APU APU bleed is already on, as is APU generator. We just have to come here and watch this number go up. So while that number goes up, we make this full screen and we check the weather. No weather to be had. Real world weather is turned on. I think I said it's like 2 p.m. or something. 3 p.m. in the sim, hoping the sun kind of comes down, but that wouldn't make any sense because it's summer. So why would the sun come? In fact, the sun's still going up. I do so many daytime flights. Should we make it a little darker? That's better. Now the sun will come down. Oh, by the way, well, I'll talk about the flight plan and how the scenery is going to basically be the same as the last big flight. APU's on, obviously. We'll adjust all this stuff in a minute. What are we doing? APU bleed, all that stuff is fine. Set up the displays, we just did that already. External power can come off because APU's on. Cool. Alrighty, let's get into started and we'll talk about a few things here. Boost pumps on, those are up here. Whoa, up here. And we do the pulse light because we're about to begin. Come back down here and right engine, run and start it up. And we're just going to fly through this and do both of them at the same time. Do not recommend in real life, but there we go. N2 is going up. So the path we took from UK to Hungary is the same path we're going to take back from Hungary to Belgium. We're just not going all the way to the UK. So it's going to be the same stuff we saw last time. Actually, we'll see more because it was mostly clouds last time. But it's just the other direction. Basically the same sky highway, but back to Belgium. So it'll be different enough. It'll be fine. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that in terms of terrain and everything. We'll see some mountains when we take off and then, some cities. All right, everything is up and stabilized at 60. That is fantastic. APU generator can come off then. If I can find the click spot from way over here, which I can't. So we got to come to this preset. And there we go. Off is one click down. Boost pumps can come off. Can't reach those from here. We got to go up here. There we go. APU itself can come off. There we go. Icing is needed. I don't think we're going to need icing today. Maybe once we get into those clouds, I'll turn on icing. But we'll leave it off this time for now. Set wind, which is already set now ever since avionics update. Do we have any weather to listen to? We must have an ATIS here. We do. Let's listen to the ATIS. Let's see what we've got.
Clouds at 10,100 feet. Temperature, tree 1. Dew point, 10. Altimeter, 29.86. ILS runway, tree 1 left and ILS runway, tree 1 right in use. Landing and departing runway, tree 1 left and runway, tree 1 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact, you have Sierra.
Alright, we have Sierra. We'll do clearance in a moment. I set my barometer. That's why I was circling with the mouse. Alright, things here like flight plan to talk about. It'd be pretty simple departure. We're going to use 3-1 right, which is, that says 13 right. Did it say 3-1 or 13? We'll find out when we get there. No, the airplane is going that way. Interesting. And then we're going to take off. And then if it has us taken off at 3-1, it's not going to line us up with the flight plan. So I hand fly us over to the purple line. Make sure I capture the purple line or else it'll forget where we're going. If it is 13, then fine. But anyway, we're going to depart like this. There was no option for me to select in the flight planning screen. It just said you're going to do that one. I'm like, okay, fine. That's the only option I had. Coming out here, fly, fly, fly. See, we went from UK on this path to Budapest. Now we're going from Budapest, the same path, but stopping in Belgium, which is fine. There were no approach things in the sim, in the flight planning screen. So we'll follow AT's instructions. We'll probably have to modify what they tell us. And then it could be visual approach, whatever, doesn't matter. As long as we get lined up, I should be able to land this thing. We landed it just fine last time. The runway isn't terribly long, but it should be good for us. But otherwise, there's the flight plan. Zoom this in until we get out of here. Okay, actually zoom it all the way. No, it'll give us a taxi ribbon. So never mind, we can zoom it like this so I can find our paths as it screws us up. Okay, so there we go. After all that, it is time for IFR clearance. So let's get going.
Budapest clearance delivery Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 IFR to Echo Bravo Sierra Papa ready to copy.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is cleared to Echo Bravo Sierra Papa Airport as filed. Takeoff runway tree 1 right climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure frequency is 120.375 squawk 4556.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 cleared to Echo Bravo Sierra Papa Airport as filed. Takeoff runway tree 1 right climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure on 120.375 squawk 4556.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.9 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Alright, just set up autopilot 13,000 feet. I always do vertical speed, but then I also do VNAV. I want to do VNAV, but I do vertical speed first because I panic. We'll do flight level change that's appropriate. Nav, that's already on the FMS here, purple, so that should be all we need to do. That's it. Alrighty, and I turn on the speed bugs as well. So there we go. We're about to taxi, so let's look for taxi clearance, which is right here.
Budapest ground Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 with Tango ready to taxi IFR.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taxi to and hold short of runway tree 1 right via taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 118.1 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway tree 1 right via taxiway Alpha Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Alright, we have the taxi ribbon, flaps down 1 notch, all the appropriate lights are on, so let's take off parking brake and let's start the taxi. That dude's gonna have to duck. Good thing there are not collisions when you run into people. It is a non-violent game. Oop, it's not a game, it's a sim. Alright, let's see where this takes us. So, oh yeah, I also turned on all traffic for this flight. Not human traffic, but, you know, real life airplane traffic, just because it won't be that busy in Spa once we get away from the Budapest frequencies, but it was getting kind of lonely not having other traffic. So that's why I decided to turn on traffic for this flight. It all depends on where we're going. If we're going into a really busy place, I turn it off because there's too much going on. I get a headache. Even a busy place is fine. Alrighty, I don't know where it's going to bring us, because sometimes it'll bring us all the way around the airport just to go where we started. It did say 3-1 right, so okay, so we're going to go this way. All the way to the runway, I think. And then I'm going to have to hand fly us over to the GPS, because it will get all screwed up, because it's set up for 13 for some reason. Again, I had no choice. It just put us there, so... Anyway, we'll figure it out. I'll see you at the end of the runway, though. Let's get this taxi done first. Alright, I have not used the throttle or thrust at all, and we're picking up so much speed all on its own. This is kind of funny. Anyway, this is going to be a very busy takeoff. I'm going to have to hand fly us out of here, which I was going to do anyway, but to get us back into the GPS. That being said, hopefully you got enough VFR time of the area in the previous flight when we flew to the racetrack, because we're not going to have any time to do looking around here. It's going to be completely up in the sky.
Budapest Tower Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 at runway tree 1 right ready for departure IFR to Echo Bravo Sierra Papa.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 for 1 altimeter 29.85 wings 255 at 10. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1 right Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Alrighty, I turned on the taxi alert, turned on the landing lights, turned off the taxi lights. I'm doing my trim right now. If you look down at the green stab trim, that needs to be set up in order to take off. We also have to do a few more things once we get to the actual end of the runway here. I think the reason why they do it the way they did it is because of radio things like ILS and stuff, but we're gonna come out here and stop. Yeah, they want us to go this way, which makes sense. We're gonna kind of go like this. We have a few more things to do before we take off. It's not very busy, so we have time to sit on the runway and do our final things before, whoa, and stop. Whoops. Okay, I was trying to be all fancy with my view and it was bad. All right, anyway, we have what? Landing lights on, taxi lights off, standby power has to come on in order to take off. There we go. Confirm flaps, yep. Trim in the green, which we're looking at right here, yep. Start the timer, which I should have done before I put my yoke in, but that's okay. It's going up there, and it also goes up here. Make sure the yokes are in for visual stunningness, and away we go. Very long runway, so we do not need to spool up or hold the brake and spool up. We can just go and gently spool up and push forward, and away we go. Get back centered, and should be pretty straightforward here. Ooh, it's a little bit windy. Ooh, wants to lift the right wing up. That's scary. And away we go. It's trying to take off. Yeah, it's a little windy. Oh, it's very windy. Oh my. Should have paid attention to that ATIS. Brakes to stop the wheels. Gear coming up. And flaps coming up.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 for 1 contact Budapest Center on 120.375.
And
Good day.
hang on. I'm trying to keep my airplane from
120.375
going too fast here.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Holy moly. Which way are we going? Yeah, see, we're going opposite the pink line. So we have to capture the pink line enough to make it the next one's turn pink. Ooh, that's cool with that sun.
Budapest Center, Turtle Soup Tango
Otherwise,
Tango,
it
Tango,
won't
41
keep
is
going on the
passing
GPS, right? It'll
3,800
try to keep
feet,
flying us
climbing
back.
13,000 feet.
They'll keep trying to fly us back to the line. So we gotta, you know, somewhat stay with it. I'm not listening to my thing. Not a problem.
Keep speed not above 230
Well, maybe it is a
knots.
problem.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
And bring back throttles. Okay, see, there we go. Now we have to turn around to keep the line purple, because if we went right over to this line, it may or may not have turned purple. And then as soon as I engage autopilot, it would try to bring us back to the purple. You know what I mean? So yes, I could have tried to go over here, but we've done that before, and it skips all this, and then it tries to bring you back here. So I'm just trying to keep everything purple and happy. And there we go. As soon as we intercept, whoops, I'm going too fast. There we go. Let's get autopilot, middle of a turn, because why not? There we go. Come down here to auto throttle. There we go. And it'll bring us to 230. It'll make us climb to 13,000. It'll follow all the rules because of VNAV and autopilot. We got really quiet because it has to slow us down. And there we go. So that U-turn seems dumb and unnecessary, but is that me? That was not me. It seems silly that I did that, but I didn't want to risk it. So we did what they told us to do. Alrighty, everything is good, right? Flaps are up, gear is up, auto throttle engage, VNAV engage. We'll use flight level change for alt changes. Icing is needed, we don't need it. Land lights off at 10K, which is already happening. We'll do standard barometer at 18,000, and now we just monitor things. So, as it spins us around, let's look outside until we get our next changes of instruction. Let's get some screenshots here as I can. Very rarely do we get a banking screenshot. There's Budapest in the background. Very beautiful. And now we're heading west to go north again, even though we already were. Just beautiful. Look at this nice big turn. Oh my gosh, let's not miss it from the inside. Okay, so normally... was that me? No, that wasn't me, was it? No. Look at that beautiful city. So, normally, we hang out together until we get to cruise with all the flight level changes and stuff. But, because we've done it like a dozen times in the same
Turtle
airplane,
Soup Tango 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 41 climb and
we
maintain
will
flight level
just
220.
go to sightseeing here in a minute. Sorry, I'm concentrating. 220.
Climb and maintain flight level 220.
220.
Turtle
So
Soup
you go up to
Tango Tango
220 and you hit
41.
flight level change. It'll follow the rules based on, 270 for climb and all that stuff.
Budapest Center
So there you
travel
go.
service flight
So the only thing I have to do is
390,000 feet.
standard barometer 18,000 feet,
Travel service flight 390
icing as needed,
Budapest Center altimeter
and following
29
ATC's instructions.
Continue to
So
operate as planned.
instead of dragging you with me for the next 20 minutes till we get to climb, or cruise I mean,
Travel service flight
I'm just going
391
to
contact Budapest approach on
show you
119.51.
sightseeing. Just make sure I'm not forgetting anything that I could talk about. Not really. We'll just zoom this out and look at some stuff, see some mountains, maybe see some clouds, and I'll see you at top of descent. So what is that, hour for me? Maybe 5 to 10 minutes of sightseeing for you. 10 minutes of sightseeing is a lot. I don't know. Sightseeing for you, and I'll see a couple minutes. Alright, we're nowhere near top of descent, but somehow all of my ATC voices changed, and they're really kind of funny.
C12825 climb and
Listen to
maintain
that.
flight level 360.
That's kind of funny, and my voice changed too. My voice had always been female, and it was female until just now when they gave me a handoff, and now my voice changed to male, and that voice is... I'm sorry, that's just funny. And there's so much traffic. Like, it has been non-stop radio this entire flight. This is the quietest it's been when I started recording. Oh, we're catching up that airplane too. But since I've got you here, they're keeping us right at overspeed, which is strange, but whatever, I'm letting it do its thing. The ATC voice has changed, which is... I shouldn't laugh. Maybe, I don't know. It's just funny. it's funny more because everything changed. ATC changed and I changed. Like I said, my voice changed from female to this weird male voice. I don't know. It's just super funny. But anyway, that's all. I just wanted to jump in and say that I'm just amused. Probably because I'm just sitting here staring at a screen. Everything's going to be amusing. But oh well, I'll get some sightseeing. Actually, let's just pass this plane together and then I'll get you back to sightseeing. I was going to say I'll do sightseeing with the plane, but we'll just watch it go by here. Out our window and we'll see what kind of plane it is. Otherwise, sun seems like it's not moving, which is confusing. But whatever. Anything else to say while I got you? Nope. We're just taking a straight flight all the way to Spa. Anyway, let's see what kind of plane this is here. Oh, just a jet. Can't really tell what it is from here, but oh, there. Right here. That's 4 miles away. Really? Wow. That doesn't. See, my voice changed. That's really strange. It was female when the video started. Whatever. Anyway, we have them in sight. We're just gonna watch them. And yeah. Anyway. Okay, there they go. Good enough. Alright, back to sightseeing. Sorry to interrupt. I'll see you at top of descent, which, I don't know, a minute or two sightseeing for you. Maybe 3 minutes. I don't know. See you in a little bit. Alright, we've reached top of descent right here between Hiram and move them over. 26,000 feet they want us to go to. I'm letting autopilot do all the work. Of course, I don't know of any approach plan for this, so we'll manually fly in, probably visually when the time comes. But for right now, we're just going to enjoy the descent and the beautiful clouds that came in. No clouds there. Clouds there, they just came in. I think I actually got that in the sightseeing clip. A little bit of weather in front of us, but not a whole lot. There's our destination there. We will be flying right over the racetrack. And then in the next video, when I can get the time to do it, we will do a VFR for the racetrack. But I don't know when that'll be. I was thinking of doing it before the race, just to get it in before I get super busy. But I really rather would do the VFR flights of the racetracks after the race has taken place. Earlier, we had so much air traffic around us. I didn't get into sightseeing, but we had like 7 planes all crisscrossing underneath us at once. I don't know why I didn't record that part, but it was insane. But anyway, here you can see 3. There. And there are some over here too. 1, 2 more, so there's at least 5, 6. You down there? Yep, I just saw some flying in the cloud there. That's crazy. All this air traffic though is making the 7,000 to 8,000 feet per minute. That's insane. Anyway, all of this air traffic is making the computer work a little bit harder, but yeah. So much radio. It's been non-stop. You've been listening to music during sightseeing, but non-stop radio. Alright, we should be getting further instructions here in just a moment. We'll see what happens. And then, yeah, see, it looks like straight in, but we actually have to like fly around and do our own thing, depending on the runway they give us.
Climb and maintain flight.
I'm trying to acknowledge my instructions to descend, and I can't because there's so much traffic on the radio. 250, that's only 1,000 feet difference. This could be another situation where I can't... Oh, weird, my presets are screwed up. My mouse is jumping around. What is going on? My mouse is jumping, my presets are screwed up. It's gonna get weird. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, is ATC gonna screw us up and we're gonna have to nosedive like last time? We'll find out, won't we? Anyway, so much traffic. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. 14,000, that makes more sense. Hey, I got in. Nope, can't get into acknowledge. I must say, this is an incredibly beautiful view, isn't it? So let's enjoy the scenery for a minute while everyone talks on the radio and drives me crazy. Looks like there's some weather there. It is funny though, when we say weather, we mean like storms and rain, because even when it's perfectly clear and beautiful, it's still weather, right? That river goes deep in that valley too. There's some cities along the river. Cool. Alright, a few things we need to do here. First of all, we'll adjust my microphone if it squeaks in your ear. We're below 18,000 feet, so we need to hit the barometer. There we go, 2902, really? Okay. Let's turn landing lights on now. I wonder why those don't work. What?
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect vectors. Visual runway. 2-tree approach.
Okay, so it is going to... I can't even talk. It is going to be visual like I thought. 2-3, it's going to be this one here. Thank you. 6,000 feet. 6, there we go. So flight level change. So now we'll let the computer bring us close to the airport, and then we'll find our own traffic pattern and fly. So what do we need to do? Weather, they told us. Maybe they didn't, but we'd be on the barometer. We'll just keep smashing that B key as we come down. Landing lights on already. Yes. Speed bugs. So speed bugs for landing need to be turned on here. So we go home. We go speed bugs, landing, all on. Thank you. Something's going funky monkey with my mouse. Jeez, weird. Alrighty, gear down when it's time, flaps down when it's time. Spoilers are auto arms as long as I bring them in. So just gear and flaps. Gear, flaps, and land. Zoom in one more. There we go. We're 12 minutes out. And speed limit is being followed. Oh my gosh, looks like we're going to crash into the ground. We're not. But it looks like it. Oh, look at that. Cool, cool cloud right there. Beautiful. Nice and low to the ground. Awesome. Do we have any weather to worry about? Nah, I mean, there's a cloud we're looking at, but nothing terribly crazy or anything. Am I supposed to be reporting something in sight? Yep. I'm still acknowledging my instructions. I can't even get to my instructions to acknowledge them. Let me in, please. Let me in. Let me in. Come on. I have to do it. They're going to dump me if I don't get it in.
Descend and
There we
maintain
go.
3,500
3,500 now.
Soup Tango Tango Tango
I totally
41.
missed that.
Handling
3,500. Okie dokie. I'm getting nervous. Why? The computer will take us where we need to go. Man. Anyway, looking beautiful, looking beautiful. Let's look outside one more time. And then we'll have to focus on our approach and landing because airport's like right there. So, we'll need to focus here in a minute. I'm just enjoying that. Look at these. Town, town, town. Small town, small town. Yeah, just like in the Midwest USA. Even though we are in Belgium. Beautiful. Alrighty, let's focus. Oh my gosh, look at this beautiful sight though. Oh man, let's take a screenshot of that. Holy cow. Take another one as we go through the clouds. And one more. Holy cow. So beautiful, my voice is shaking. Alrighty, let's focus here. We're 10.5 minutes out. They want me to expedite my descent. Well, I mean, I guess we can let spoilers out. But, I mean, we're not that far off of 3,000 feet. We're 10 minutes out, 11 minutes out. No, we're not going to expedite to 3,000 feet. Because the ground level is like 4,000 feet. Why would we go down? What? Why would we come down to 3,000 feet now when we're like at the train level? Oh my gosh. Altitude now. We're keeping it. No way am I going to descend. What? I am overriding ATC. So anyway, brought spoilers back in. So these should be auto-armed. Too early for flaps, too early for gear. But that's all that we got now, just flaps and gear. And making my own decisions here, because ATC is not being very good right now. I'm curious what the airport elevation itself is. So let's go click on it, because we can. If it'll work. It's being kind of goofy here. Yeah, okay, so it's 1,500 feet, but we have a ways to go before we can come down that far. I mean, we got some terrain in front of us. It looks beautiful, but I don't know if we really want a plane flying any lower than this. Alright, we're going to try to go down to 4,000 feet and see what happens, but I might have to take things in my own hands here. I mean, I know you're often... What? Yeah, I am, in my own way. I know that train is often lower than it looks, like you're farther away than it looks, but I'm kind of hesitant to get down another 500 feet here. Whew. Nerve-wracking, man. Where did I choose to land exactly? Why did I choose this? Of course, I chose it because it's closest to the airport, I mean to the racetrack, but man, still 7 minutes out, huh? And they want us down this low. Okay, I was going to see if we can see the racetrack from here, but no, I don't think so, we're too low. It's right over here though, like in this area. Alright, we'll do gear down just because, why not? There's the animation, we never usually watch the animation, but we will now. There we go. Cool. Maybe we'll land on that highway or something. That's a cool shot though, isn't it? They have us so low that I don't know how I'm going to see this runway. I mean, the scenery is fantastic. But we're not on a bush trip right now. No, I'm never going to go down there until we land, people. Ooh, we have to do it manually. They're going to set us up. Cool. 290. Turn right 290. And 290. Use heading bug. We haven't done it this way in a long time. This is fun.
Turn right heading 290.
That's to get us in the right spot.
Tango 41.
Alright, we're going to tune the traffic. Whoops.
Echo Bravo
Position.
Sierra Papa, traffic Turtle Soup, Tango 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 4111 miles east inbound visual runway, 2 tree.
And, see, it's setting us up. Cool. I like that. But we're so low, I can't see anything. Like, there's an airport out there somewhere around these mountains. Not going to see it. We'll probably have to fly by it. And then, well, I don't know. If we rely on the GPS, we might be able to have a long enough final here that we can turn and land, perhaps. I don't know. Is there an IFR? There's a speed on here. Don't know how to use it. Manual speed, FMS speed. Okay, that's probably what that is. I'm not going to mess with that. I do want to start slowing down though. So I think it's time to turn off autopilot. And it's time to turn off auto throttle. And it's time to fly the plane for a set of flaps. Wish me luck. We're going to actually come out a little bit more. So I can look to the right. Or look to the left and see the runway. And then, land. Oh yeah, that's right, my throttle's reset because I moved my thing. Down there somewhere is a runway. And we're going to find it. And we're going to land on it. Gear's already down. I'll do flaps little by little. It's not that long of a runway, so I can't float over it halfway like the other one. Whew. A little nerve-wracking here. Let's slow down again. 2 sets of flaps. 1 set of flap. Let's do 2 sets. And after this hill, we're going to look for the runway. Wish me luck. I need all of it. In the meantime, we'll do our final look around because we'll have to concentrate a lot once we pass this hill. Oh, this is fun. I'm glad this is kind of complicated because the past ones have just been like land at a big airport. And then my landings are bad anyway, but at least here it's very interesting. Very interesting. Is that it up there? It's going to be something like that. Oh, it's right there. What? Really? Full flap. Is it really that close or is that a different airport? No, that's it. Okay, well, we'll see if we can land on it. It's way closer than I thought. Man, they did not set me up very well. Okay. We're going to do a fly over, fly around kind of thing. So, 1 set of flaps coming in. We'll keep the gear out. We'll fly mostly dirty. Actually, you know what? No. Full flap gear down. We'll fly completely dirty. We'll be filthy. We'll make a U-turn here. Or a circle, and then we'll land. There's no way we're going to make that from here. So here we go. Get the throttles in because we're very slow. There we go. Very nice. Making everybody sick. But whatever. I'm not going to descend too much. I'll descend a little bit. But not too much here. Circle all the way around until we're like 2-3-ish. So I can make the heading bug say like 230. I can't see that far. Is it 230 yet? 261 still going. Let's descend, please. There's 230, so there's runway heading. So now we're parallel to the runway. Let's announce downwind. All this is a really long downwind, but whatever.
Echo Bravo Sierra Papa, traffic Turtle Soup Tango Tango, Tango 41 is on downwind runway, 2 tree.
Alrighty. Try to get back down to like 3,500 feet while maintaining speed. Gear down, full flap, spoilers armed. We have reversers when we need them. Let's just give ourselves plenty of space to land. The runway's behind us. I'll show you. I'm not doing this to cheat. I'm just showing you where it is. It's back there somewhere. Somewhere. Let's turn around. Get GPS zoomed in as a crutch if we need it. There we go. And keep an eye on our speed and our altitude. And this line under the triangle is your turn coordinator. You step on it like when you step on the ball, but it is a jet, so it's a little different, like a Cessna. So just be very careful with that. Okay, now we're on our crosswind leg, or our base leg.
Echo Bravo Sierra Papa, traffic turtle soup Tango Tango, Tango 41 is on base runway 23.
And now we're on final, just like that. Okay, final is 4.
Echo Bravo Sierra Papa, traffic turtle soup Tango 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 41 is on final runway 23 to land.
Alrighty, keep around that speed. We're getting kind of slow, but we'll pitch down for speed. Throttles aren't all the way back, and they won't be all the way back until those wheels have touched the ground. Whoop. Nose down, get some speed going. And some throttle too. There we go. The theory is if you get too slow, auto throttle will kick in, but it messes you up a little bit too, so we'll just have to make sure to keep our speed up. Come down. Please, it won't go down. Like, there we go. Jeez. Man, this is tricky. I don't know what's going on here. Shouldn't it be this difficult? I really want to look out the windows, but you know what happens? Just a quick glance. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. It's enough to screw you up. Alright, glide slope wants me down, but with these trees in this hill, I don't know, man. It's making me kind of nervous to get any lower. Moves down for that speed, a little bit of thrust. I want to stay closer to 120 right now. Yeah, it still says we're high, but I'm nervous about these trees. There's a bit of crosswind, isn't there? Yeah, there is. More than a bit. That's a strong crosswind. Alright, so right wing down, left rudder to compensate. Whew. Right main first, then left, then nose wheel planted solid. Do not try to grease a crosswind landing. Very dangerous. See, we're literally going to touch those trees and it says we're still too high. And this is a tiny airport. I don't know if we're going to stop in time. Here we go.
50.
Just slam into the ground now. Oh, slam. Down. 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 And reversers and brakes. Oh, spoilers should be out. Automatically. Oh my gosh, we did it. Reversers. Spoilers in. How did we do that? We planted it pretty solid, but he did that on purpose because it's a short runway and the crosswind. So I personally think my landing was pretty dang good, actually. I will take it. Flaps can come in now. There we go. Spoilers are in. Wow. I don't know how I landed on that. Whew. I am happy with that landing. I don't care what my VSI says on touchdown. It was crosswind. I grabbed it at the last second. Planted it solid. Nose wheel did not slam. And there we go. Alright, let's stop a second here. And get the right lights on. And, whew. Alrighty, let's announce clear of runway. There we go.
Echo Bravo Sierra
And
Papa,
come
traffic
down
turtle soup Tango
here.
Tango Tango 41 is clear of the runway.
Stop the timer. Hour 56 minutes. That was so much longer than it was supposed to be. Crazy. Anyway, let's keep going here. Let's find a place to park. Flaps up. Lights are appropriate. Stop the clock. That's all we care about right now. Oh my goodness. That was really fun. That was way more challenging than it looked. That crosswind was pretty strong. I couldn't see the amount or how strong it was because of my yoke was in the way, but I could see the arrow and it was a pretty strong crosswind. So that made things more difficult. The runway was plenty long to land on. It'll be plenty long enough for a turboprop to get us to the Netherlands after summer break. And we're just going to stop right here. We're kind of big. We're going to be right in the way. They can dolly us around or whatever they call that thing. Can't remember for some reason. Parking brake. Look at this hill we're on. Oh my gosh, look at this hill. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's shut this thing down. Alright, parking brake is set. Icing, we never turned it on. External power on. Is it available? It is available. Okay, cool. Is it available? It won't let me click anything. I can click this. Oh, because it's not available. The external power is lit up, but not available. Duh, of course. Let's start the APU then. The APU bleed is already on. Once it's done, we'll do the APU generator. That way there's some power. While we shut down, we have to wait for the APU first. Alrighty, we do APU generator now. Nope, nope, on. It's only doing reset. It won't move to on. Why won't it move to on? Huh. Okay. Well, forget that then. Something weird is going on here with everything. Whatever. Turn off all the lights, because we don't need them anymore. We will keep the tail flood on though to advertise. We can stop the engines now. Just stop them like that. There we go. Generators can come off. If they'll let me, and they will. And batteries. Oh, nope, APU didn't work because we didn't have the generator. It wouldn't let me do the generator, see? Well, now it did. So now everything's booting back up. Whatever. Whatever. Let's turn everything off. And then we'll just turn the APU off. Everything will shut down. It should. There we go. Okay, weird stuff with the clicking and weird stuff with the ATC voices. But you know what? It was very, very successful. Very beautiful. Landed at a rather small airport. Managed to not crash in a strong crosswind. So we did it. I really wish I had the replay mode going. I know you can in dev mode. I know there's mods, but it would have been interesting to see. Well, I guess I'll see where I touched on it editing. I can't talk about it till I edit it, but I floated longer than I wanted to, but it was still decent for crosswind landings. Whatever. Whatever. We'll take it. So if you enjoyed it, please subscribe if you haven't. Turn on notifications so you know when the VFR video of this racetrack drops. Like I said, I am going to wait until after the race, and then I'm busy, so it'll be like a week after, probably. Maybe 2 weeks after when you see the VFR video, so make sure you subscribe so you know when. Like the video, even if you don't normally like things, that tells the algorithm we're here. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person doing all the F1 racetracks in Flight Simulator this season. But anyway, a lot of you are enjoying this mashup, so I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can. There is a big channel update, though, that might contradict what I just said. So if you want to hear that drama, make sure you're subscribed. Catch you on the next one.